Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 15. I'm sorry there was no vlog yesterday. It was just one of those days. Excuse my hair. I've not long been up. I need to go get dressed shortly. Some days you're not meant to vlog, and that was yesterday. We were quite busy during the day, but I wasn't too concerned because I can sit and chat, so it's fine. I did get a little bit of vlogging done, but nothing major. And then Josh was messaging me. He was at college yesterday, and he was messaging to say his foot was really painful. I don't know if any of you will remember a few weeks ago. He damaged some ligaments in his foot, and he was on crutches for a few days. And it's been on and off. It hasn't really gone, but he was complaining about it hurting on Monday. Anyway, he was messaging me yesterday from college saying his foot was really hurting and he was in a lot of pain. And he gets a lift to and from college anyway with his friend. So when he came home, he was in a lot of pain. He couldn't move his toes or anything. So I said, well, we'll take you on to minor injuries and get it looked at. His foot had really swollen up. So we do have a main hospital, but it's quite a trek away, and with it being a main hospital for a lot of places, it gets very busy. Oh, we've got a minor injuries. Hello, Luigi. All right, Luigi. He shouts on the morning. I don't know why, he's just shouting. Does this every morning. Oh, we've got a minor injuries place. So it was about, what time was it? About 4, half 4, we went on to minor injuries. And we got there and we got booked in. And she said, we're just so busy tonight. You're best off going back home and waiting for a phone call. So I said, right, okay. She goes, and we'll call you back. So I didn't dare pick up my camera because I was waiting for this phone call. Anyway, she didn't ring back until nearly 9 o'clock last night. So it's a good job she let us go home because we would have been sat there all that time. Anyway, the nurse rang back, and by this point I'd sort of got Josh settled and relatively pain-free, and she said, do you want to bring him down? And I said, really don't want to bring him down now because he's just settled and pain-free and I don't want to disturb anything again. The thing is, it's going to be ligament damage. And, you know, it was relatively pain-free at that point. So she goes, well, I do really want to have a look at it because we need to be ruling out a stress fracture. So can you bring him back in the morning and we'll do an x-ray? So that's this morning's job. So it's now 7:30 in the morning, and I am going to take Josh back to minor injuries this morning. And then he's so stressing about missing college because he's had time off already with this foot when it was bad before. And he's stressing about missing college, so he doesn't want to miss college. I've said to him he needs to rest it today. I don't think it'll be a stress fracture. I can't even say the word fracture. I think it's going to be ligament. But the problem is he's not resting it because he's still going to work and college, that it's not healing. So we'll just see how today goes. But that's the plan this morning. I've got somebody coming this afternoon to pick up some yarn. We've got dyeing to do today. I've just been watching Karen at Bobblehead Knits, and she's making the most amazing socks with some self-striping yarn. And I really want some. Karen's in the US. I won't be able to get that yarn. Well, I can if I paid the postage, but we always get customs charges. But I'm very tempted, like this close tempted, to just dye in a skein of self-striping yarn today while all the dye pots are out. Danny won't be impressed if I do that. Anyway, I need to have this coffee, go and get dressed, and get Josh onto minor injuries. If I leave it too late, it's going to get very busy in that direction. Standard, there's not a lot of fuel in the car. I really should have put it in last night on the way back when the petrol station was quiet, but did I? No. So I need to get onto minor injuries on the small amount of fuel I've got in the car and then worry about putting fuel in it after I've been there. I've got enough to get me there. Not sure I've got enough to get back. I do it all the time. I absolutely hate going into the petrol station. I don't know why. It's like the tip. I hate going there as well. I avoid it at all costs. This chair in the lounge needs to go to the tip. And I never take it. I put up with the chair annoying me in the lounge rather than go to the tip. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. Right. I need to go get ready, get sorted and get Josh on the minor injuries. And I'm home. Wow, that was long. It is 20 to 11 and we are only just home. That was really, really long. So, the good news is his foot's not broken. The bad news is he needs some physio. It's the, I can't even what she said now. The flexor ligament in his toe. He needs a walking boot, so she's told me to contact the GP to be referred to physio, and he needs some kind of walking boot for it so it can actually heal. Here he is.
Hello everyone, you're right, just, you know.
Right, I just want to say this. I have taken this off. I didn't wear this yesterday. I have not worn it every day. I didn't wear this yesterday, did I? I know that it looks...
How looking at me trying to justify you.
It looks on the vlog that I haven't taken it off, but it's just so comfy.
Oh.
This is on its way to the post office. The winner of the advent got in touch. So that is on the way to the post office. So now we are going to the post office, nipping through to Tesco's.
Standard.
And then need to come back, try and do some dyeing if I can. I've got somebody coming for yarn this afternoon, so hopefully I'll have time to get my dyeing in that I need to do. And breathe, Alex.
I've been losing sleep, what to do? Could somebody come and take me away? I've been in the deep without you, and I got it in my head night and day. But we are one step closer. We're all in this together, put your hand in mine. Yeah, we are one step closer. Can you feel it, baby? It's the end of the line. It looks like we made it. Let's get it on, we got it going, moving on. Oh, oh. It looks like we made it. Let's get it on, we got it going, stand strong. Oh, oh. It looks like we. It looks like we. Yeah, it looks like we made it. Let's get it on, we got it going, stand strong. Oh, oh. It looks like we made it. Wake me from this dream I've been in. I need to get in closer to you. I swear you might succeed. Oh baby, I've been waiting for you. Now we are one step closer. We're all in this together, put your hand in mine. Yeah, we are one step closer. Can you feel it, baby? It's the end of the line. It looks like we made it. Let's get it on, we got it going, moving on. Oh, oh. It looks like we made it. Let's get it on, we got it going, stand strong. Oh, oh. It looks like we.
on. Can you tell where I am? The fridge for milk. I'm really annoyed because I got the red exactly what I wanted for my elf socks. And then as I put the white in, I must have had some dye on my glove and tinged the water. So there's, on the where the white section is, there's a pink tinge. I'm not bothered. I'm not that finicky, so I'm not bothered. But I just, never mind. I'm not bothered. It's fine. I've got elf socks with a slight pink tinge on one section. Never mind. I did another couple, mistletoe and wine as well, because we've had a few people asking for some more of that. Although it's come out slightly darker than the last lot. And I did another one that I'm not going to show you yet. But first of all, I'm having a coffee. I'm going to have a sit down. I cut Finn's hair the other day and he's not happy with it. So he wants it redoing. So I've got to do that as well. But I'll do that in a bit. And we are having cottage pie for tea. So I shall get on with that. Everything's in a bit. I'll do it all in a bit. I'm trying to watch the end of Bobblehead Knits. It's a 44-minute podcast. And I'm on, I think I've watched it like 4 times now, and I don't think I'm at the half-hour mark yet. So I'm just going to sit and watch the end of Bobblehead Knits, which is the lovely Karen. I'm going to sit and watch her episode. And then get on with tea, sort Finn's hair out. Probably sort Finn's hair out before tea, to be honest. And then he just wants the sides taken a bit shorter. They're a bit long, that's all he wants. Yeah, yes, I'll be back in a bit. Hello, everybody. It's now 5:10. So I thought I would come on and end the vlog. I've just wound up the yarn that I dyed today for myself. It's more red and pink than red and white, as I said, because I must have had some dye on my gloves, and as I touched the water it turned it pink. But it's got a little mini with it. It's fine, I'm not bothered. Excuse me. I need to cast on some socks because I have had a drama all week with my Douglas cardigan. An absolute drama. And it's not the pattern. The problem that I've got with it is I didn't do a gauge swatch. So I always say you have to do a gauge swatch. Always. Because it's so important to do a gauge swatch. And I didn't, and on this occasion. So I had huge problems with fit, which meant I had to do all the math, take my gauge at the time, do all the math as I was going. I wanted it longer than what the pattern said. And I've said before, I've got a really long torso. So where the increases were on the pattern, I had to rework it so I could get them evenly for the length that I needed it. It's just, so, like I say, it's not the pattern. This is probably all me. I did the belly band yesterday and absolutely hated the belly band on it. It was just, I wanted a chunkier belly band, so I've put a crochet belly band on, which is causing problems because it's gone onto a knitted garment and it's heavier. And I ended up putting a thin belly band, not belly band, sorry, why am I saying belly band? Ribbon. I ended up putting a thinner ribbon on because obviously crochet is much more dense than knitting. So I did it thin, and I sent a picture to my friend Sue and I said, I'm not feeling this at all. And she said, your ribbon needs to be wider. So I went ahead this afternoon and put a wider ribbon on. I'm just going to show you. So this is it. But it's creating this puffy section here, which I'm not liking. And it's just, I don't know, it's really baggy here as well on my arms. And did that yarn fall out? I'm really not feeling it. So I've got to the point with it today. If I don't put it down, I'm going to frog it. And I've got so much yarn invested in this that I don't want to frog it. Danny's laughing because I've been driving him mad today with this.
No, you haven't.
Like I say, it's not the pattern. It's a lovely pattern. It's a mixture of not doing a gauge swatch, and then it's an oversized cardigan. And I hadn't taken into consideration when I decided to do an oversized cardigan that obviously the sleeves are quite wide. So that's quite wide. I don't want huge wide sleeves, so I don't want to decrease down to the normal sleeve circumference that I've had because it's so oversized. Maybe me, I've done it bigger as well. But because it's so oversized, it'd look daft. And I'm just not feeling it. I love the colours. I love the stripes. I love that. I'm just not feeling it. And I don't know whether it's because I adore the granny pop cardigan that I made earlier on in the week. And that, I've lived in it. It's only over there because I've been cooking and I've got too hot. And I've absolutely lived in it. And I don't know whether it's because of that I'm not feeling this one as much. I don't know. I just don't know. So, anyway, needless to say, it's going in the bag. And in the bag, it will stay until I decide what I'm doing with it. Because if I'd have carried on with this today, I would have frogged it. You see, the issue that I've got with putting this on, the crochet ribbon, as it's been washed a couple of times, it'll settle and it'll look fine. It just needs to go through the wash a couple of times. It's all acrylic yarn. I'm not keen on this either, where I've picked up stitches. I don't like that ridge. It's really bugging me. I really don't like that bit. But then, you see, I'm used to doing raglan, and you don't get that. I think it happens from time to time, so I'm not going to stress about it. I'm going to pop it in my bag, and there it's going to sit for a little while until I decide what I'm doing with it. I've got 2 projects now under here that are sitting for a little while I decide what I'm doing with it. But never mind. Josh is okay. He's doing all right. I rang the GP earlier and his appointment is not till the 23rd of November. And then he's got to wait for the referral as well. So it's going to be a little while. But yeah, bless him. But no, he's okay. He's not in a massive amount of pain at the moment because he's managed to rest it today. So he's actually doing okay. He's got to go back to college tomorrow. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. But yeah, he's doing all right. And yeah, I think that might be everything. There was something I wanted to say. Oh, yes. The questions and answer, the Q&A video. We're going to do that on the 31st. So the last day of the vlogs. We won't do a vlog, as like a standard vlog that day. We'll just do a sit-down Q&A, which I thought would be really nice.
It could be the giveaway day. You don't know.
Danny's getting excited. We are 5 subscribers away from 2,000 subscribers, which for us is a really big deal. It really is. It's a really big deal. So if we do hit the 2K before the 31st, we'll do that giveaway that we've promised.
Giveaways. Giveaways.
Somebody help me.
Sorry, I'm just putting my own input there.
Oh, you all know what it's like. So I'm going to wind this and I am going to cast on my elf socks. And I'm going to sit and I'm going to enjoy them tonight. I'm reading a book, which when I was sat in the hospital for 2.5 hours this morning was just brilliant. I had a book on my Kindle. I've not read it for about a week. So I picked up the book this morning that's on my Kindle. I can't even tell you what it's called right now because it's on my phone and I'm recording on it. But I'd forgotten, because I use the Kindle Unlimited. You get obviously Kindle books. It's $9.49 a month, and with that you get all the magazines, the knitter magazines in it, Crochet Now and Simply Crochet. There's loads of cross stitch magazines. There's all sorts of magazines, so you can read any of those, any of the Kindle Unlimited books. But a lot of the Kindle Unlimited books have got audio on as well. So the one that I'd got has audio. So I was reading it this morning when I was at the hospital with Josh, and then I had the audio. So while I've been dying today, I've been listening to my book. It's been brilliant. I'm about halfway through it now. So I'm going to sit and listen to that tonight, do some sock knitting, and just... I've kind of lost my knitting mojo a little bit this week with doing that cardigan. It's just, when something's just... There's nothing wrong with it. And I know that a lot of you are going to be saying, Alex, it's lovely. It's just not what I had envisioned. So I'm just a bit with it. But I'm going to knit some socks, because that's what I love about sock knitting, is they always turn out how you want them to turn out. Once you've got your recipe down, there's never a time with socks, I don't think, where you think, I don't like that. It just doesn't happen. You always get that satisfaction. I was going to say satisfaction and satisfaction. I can't even say that word. Anyway, I'm going to go. I hope you all have a lovely, lovely evening, and I will see you tomorrow for day 16. Bye-bye, everybody.